Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shila Guru Dev ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Jai Sai. Right, let me just Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupara Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Tadir Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki Jai. Viraha Mahotsav ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Shilagor Kishoras Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishta Shila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Nityalala Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath. Shar Gosai Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari. Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री क्षेत्र मंडल कोरमंडल व्रजमंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय सर्व अभिष्ट विदत गिरिराज महाराज की जय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री पूर्णमासी योगा माया की जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय जय श्री कार्तिक व्रत नियम सेवा की जय ऊर्ज व्रत की जय ऊर्जेश्वरी रसेश्वरी श्री विश्वभानुनंदिनी श्रीमती राधा ठाकुरानी की जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा Dandava pranams Nari Hari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Mataji. Dandava pranams to both of you. Jai Srila Prabhupada. And Yugal Kishore Kishori Didi, Gokuleshwari Didi. And let's see on YouTube and Facebook. Patita Pavani Didi and whoever else is there. Indira Mataji or whoever is there. Dandava pranams. Hare Krishna. And also pranams to everybody watching in the future. So today is, yeah, for us, especially, those who weren't born in Gaudiya Vaishnava families in India, um, this is this and Srila Prabhupada's appearance there, some of the most important days of the year for us, because we owe absolutely 100% everything to Srila Prabhupada. I just want to say one thing though before we begin our program. And we're blessed to have two of Srila Prabhupada's dear disciples with us, Niri Hari Prabhu and Pavatarani Mataji. So I don't know how to pronounce both of you. But before I start, I just want to mention so this morning something happened with the Gaudiya Kirtan app. I've been trying to I got a notice from Google that they're going to remove the Gaudiya Kirtan app tomorrow if we don't do a whole bunch of things. And so from Mangal Arati time all the way till now, I've just been like in my gumption frantically like trying to get this all sorted. And it's stuff that's like above, I'm not a developer or anything like that. So it's like, I don't even, it's, anyways, I've just had this like crazy tension on my head. And I was thinking of even canceling, like just saying, everybody, I can't make it today. But then it's Srila Prabhupada's day. Like we can't ignore this day. But I'm just letting you know, like my, yeah, my mind is just a little bit disturbed right now. So it's a little bit difficult for me to focus. But anyhow, I'll stop talking about myself, but I just wanted to, yeah, mention that. Um, yeah, there's no way I would skip over Srila Prabhupada's day. So that's why I'm continuing on. Okay. So um I thought maybe what we could read from Sri Prabhandavali from our now it's called A Treasury of Holy Days. These are classes that my Srila Gurudev Nityalila Professor Shrimad Bhaktivedānta Narayan Goswami Maharaj gave in the early 90s, like 1991, I think, 1990. Um, yeah, so we'll read that. Hari Bol Krishna Maya Didi. Okay. Um, just okay, so chapter 2 from this book, The Disappearance Day of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda. Shri Krishna chose for his pure devotee, A.C. Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Maharaj, to appear on the very auspicious day known as Nandotsav. This is the day after Janmashtami and the anniversary of the day on which Nanda Maharaj held a great festival to celebrate Krishna's birth. This fact alone signifies that Srila Swami Maharaj was appearing for the purpose of performing some very important activities. His parents were very pious and therefore gave him the name Abhay Charana. Abhay means fearless, and Charana means the lotus feet of the Lord. So Abhay Charana is a name of Krishna because only Krishna can grant real fearlessness in this world. Thus, Swamiji was meant to give fearless shelter to the entire world. The giving of this name was very significant and nothing less than a divine arrangement. I first met Swamiji in 1950 when he was staying with my Gurudev in our temple in Kolkata. Generally, all devotees would show great respect to my Gurudev. But one day, I saw Gurudev himself show great respect to a householder devotee who had arrived from Allahabad. He spoke to him with great love and affection. At the first opportunity, I asked my Gurudev, "Who is that devotee?" He replied, "He is Abhay Charanaravinda." Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada gave him the title Bhaktivedānta. And although he is a grihasta, he is learned, especially in English and Bengali. He is a very qualified devotee. Then, when Swamiji saw that I was rendering so much service to my Gurudev, he was attracted to me. He called me over and asked me where I was from, what my name was, and so on. When Swamiji first came to Mathura, I personally requested him to take sannyas. He replied that when he was initiated by Prabhupada, he was instructed to publish an English magazine and several books. And around the same time, he read this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1088:8. Yasyaham anugrihnami harishe tadhanam shanai tato dhanam Tyajantyasya svajana dukkha dukkhitam. Shri Krishna said, O king, when I favor someone, I gradually deprive him of all his wealth. In other words, when a person, although desirous of giving up material sense gratification, is somehow engrossed in the sense objects present before him, he is afflicted with distress. For such a person, mm, for such a person, for such a person, removal of these objects is itself a manifestation of my favor. When his wife, sons, and relatives find him to be an abject failure, beset with repeated misery, they reject the impoverished man. Swamiji said to me, for me, the meaning of this verse has come true. All my business ventures failed, and my family turned against me. They used to say, you are a mad person, you are good for nothing and have spoiled everything. So I have spoiled everything, I'm penniless, and now you are telling me that I should take sannyas. I used to joke with him, saying, you desire to love your children and your wife, but they are not interested. I told him at that time that he should not endeavor any longer for these material concerns because Krishna and Prabhupada desired that instead he should do many very important things like preach in Western countries. A few days after that, my Gurudev also came to Mathura. I requested Gurudev to persuade him to take sannyas. Swamiji and my Gurudev were very intimate friends who had lived together for some time. They are both intellectual giants from high-class families. Then Gurudev called him and said, Narayan Maharaj and all the boys here in the Mat are saying that you should take sannyas, and I support them. It will be very beneficial. He agreed, saying, the meaning of that verse from the Bhagavatam has come directly upon my head, and now I must accept sannyas. When the auspicious day for his initiation came, I personally prepared his outer cloth for sannyas and showed him how to wear it. I also prepared his danda and performed the sannyas yagya with my own hands. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was also present there, and as he led the congregational chanting of the Mahamantra, and I recited mantras for the yagya, my Gurudev gave Swamiji the sannyas mantra. After that, Swamiji and I spent a great deal of time together, first in Delhi and then at the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. In those days, he was mostly translating and writing. I saw at that time how he was niskinchan, he was possessionless. He didn't even have a decent chadar. So I would give him mine to sit on, and we would talk about Krishna and how to do bhajan. We would also converse about Rupa Goswami, and he would show me what he was writing. Then at midday, he would make then at midday we would make chapatis together. He would roll them, and I would put them on the fire. He was so qualified in every respect. He was expert at playing the mridanga, performing kirtan and archan, writing and giving lectures with word-for-word explanations of Sanskrit verses. He was always writing, chanting, and thinking about spiritual things, and he never wasted a moment. He expressed to me his plan. He said, I will go to Western countries, start a hostel, and if necessary, I will distribute eggs, meat, and wine also, having full faith that by chanting the holy name of Krishna, within a very few days, Western people will abandon all these bad habits. Due to that faith and determination, in no time, his mission was spread around the entire world. I have never seen an acharya do anything like this before. Even Shankaracharya took quite some time to spread his doctrine, and that was only in India. But in a very short time, from 1966 to 1977, he started so many centers for the worship of Shri Radha Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Jagannath in Western countries, in India, and Eastern countries, everywhere. He not only established these centers, but he also attracted many thousands of very good young boys and, many thousands of very good boys and made them into scholars, brahmacharis, and sannyasis. As if with a magic wand, he also attracted such qualified girls, ladies, and children. He made true the prediction of Bhaktivedānta Thakur that Westerners would one day take tulsi malas and mix with their Indian brothers, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Through the years, he wrote me over 100 letters from Western countries describing how he is preaching and what he was doing. And actually, we only have a few of the letters, but I remember one time, Premananda Prabhu, I was in his room. Oh, Haribol Archana Mataji. I remember, like Premananda Prabhu once mentioned, like a very long time ago, um, he was he was cleaning the room and just getting rid of tons of things, and there was a big stack of letters, and he just threw them out because he was just he didn't realize how important and relevant and he was just like getting rid of all sorts of stuff. And so a lot of the letters that Srila Prabhupada wrote my Gurudev were lost in that way. But still, there's many letters. There's published into a book. I think it's called Letters from America or something like that. So still like enough letters to be made into a book of letters from Srila Prabhupada to my Gurudev. But there's even so many more that weren't published. Okay. So yeah, through the years, he wrote me over 100 letters from Western countries describing how he was preaching and what he was doing. On his request, I shipped all of his books to him from Delhi to America. And I also sent him mridangas, kartals, deities of Radha Krishna, and many other items. He even wrote in one letter requesting me to send him milk sweet named Mathura Peda. He was very fond of this sweet, so I used to send it to him. And when he first returned from America to India, I was the first person to greet him at the airport. There have been many preachers like Vivekananda and others who went to Western countries, but they could not give what Swamiji has given there. They took only their own theories, but Swamiji gave what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself wanted to give to this world, the holy name within Prem Sutra. There's a footnote here. This term means an aphorism saturated with divine love. In other words, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this verse, Nama Prema Mala Ganti Porailo Sangsare. It's from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 440. He wove a wreath of Harinam and Prem, with which he garlanded the entire material world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Mahavadanya, the most munificent incarnation. And similarly, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, Baladev Vijibhushan, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur were all very munificent because they distributed that which Mahaprabhu himself wanted to give. Prabhupada, referring to Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda, sent Swamiji to Western countries, knowing that he was a very great personality and that he could give what was within Prabhupada's own heart. Vivekananda and all of the other preachers went there and gave only these four things: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. But they didn't really give even moksha. So they only gave three things. Some preachers may have tried to give moksha, there also, but not Krishna Prem. Because Swamiji had a little time, he mostly emphasized Vaidhi Bhakti. There are so many stages of bhakti, but ultimately, bhakti means only Raganuga Bhakti. He also wanted to preach in Western countries that which Rupa Goswami has given in Ujjvala Nilamani, and that which has been written by acharyas like Raghunath Das Goswami and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. But he could not do it at that time. He had so little time, only 10 or 11 years. So he tried to give Shraddha, then Nishta, then Ruchi. We should know what Nishta is. We are executing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, and Atma Nivedanam, as well as Nam Kirtan, Sadhu Sangha, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathura Vas, and Shri Murti Seva. But we should go deeply into all of these activities. What is the meaning of Nishta? When all anarthas are eradicated. And what are anarthas? Those things which entangle us in worldly intoxication. Sarup Brahm, not knowing our real form. Asat Trishna, desire for temporary things. Hridaya Dorbalya, weakness of heart. And Nam Aparad, Vaishnav Aparad, Seva Aparad, and Dham Aparad. All these anarthas are mentioned in Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Madhurya Kadambini. When all of a devotee's anarthas are eradicated, then Nishta comes to him. Although we know that chanting the name of Krishna and hearing about Krishna are very beneficial, we do not possess the determination by which we can constantly perform these activities and steadily progress in bhakti. When one possesses such an unwavering determination, it is called Nishta. I may die, but I cannot leave Krishna Bhakti. This is Nishta. When we reach the stages of Ruchi and Asakti, it will seem that we simply cannot live without taking Krishna's name or hearing Harikatha. There are two kinds of Shraddha, Vaidhi and Raganuga. Swamiji gave only Vaidhi Bhakti because at that time it was not appropriate for him to explain Raganuga Bhakti. He had written something of it in his books. Yes, like we can see all throughout Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Devotion, teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Raganuga Bhakti is all throughout those books. So he wrote of it in his books. But because most readers were not qualified enough to learn it at that time, he did not explain it in detail. Yeah, because it would have been inappropriate for, right? Is Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine. He was delivering everybody from Nirvishesh Shunyavad. And so it would have been completely inappropriate to start with, he had to emphasize the first things to kick out these, but it didn't just stop there. But and he left everything there in his books as well, so that yeah. But by practicing Vaidhi Bhakti, we can eventually enter into Raganuga Bhakti, which arises from that Shraddha, which is full of greed, lobh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended especially to give Swabhakti Shriyam, Anarpita Chirim Chirat, Karunayavatirna Kalo, Samarpaitum Unato Jvala Rasang Sabhakti Shriyam, Haripurata Sundara Duti Kadamba Sandipita, Sada Hridaya Kandare, Spuratu Vashachinandanaha. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 1:4. May Sachinandan, may Sri Sachinandan Gaur Hari, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, having adopted the splendor of the limbs of Srimati Radhika, forever manifest himself within your hearts. He has descended in the age of Kali out of his causeless mercy to bestow upon the world that which had not been given for a long time, the most confidential wealth of his devotional service, the highest mellow of amorous love. The meaning of this verse is very deep. Mahaprabhu came solely to give this, and Swamiji also came solely to give this. But first he had to prepare the soil for the seed, and so much time passed in doing that. He said that if the philosophies of Mayavad or Advaitavad were not defeated first, then bhakti could not be established. He came to this world, as did Prabhupada before him, to fulfill the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is to bestow the Parakiya Bhav of Vraj. They did not come to give the Unata Ujjvala Rasa spoken of in this verse, because that is the property of Srimati Radhika alone. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended to taste this, not give it to others. In this verse, the word swa means Srimati Radhika, like her own, and like that. And bhakti means her prem. So swa bhakti means Srimati Radhika's prem. Having stolen the inner bhav. Whoa, I just got shocked by my whatchamacallit. Hold the plastic, that's weird. Okay, my microphone's there. Okay, so in this verse, the word swa means Srimati Radhika and bhakti means her prem. Having stolen the inner bhav and complexion of Srimati Radhika, Krishna himself descended in Kali Yuga as Shachinandan. Why is he known as Shachinandan? Because he was very dear to his mother Shachi, and his mother was very humble and merciful. Rupa Goswami is saying in this verse that as the mother, being so merciful, gives her breast to her child, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give prem to us. He is Krishna in the form of Srimati Radhika. And Radhika is also so merciful, even more than Krishna. All of Krishna's mercy is embodied in Radhika. So here, Shachinandan means he who is extremely merciful. What did he give? He could not give the Mahabhav of Radhika because no one can taste the beauty of Krishna, the sweetness of his form, and the sweetness of his pastimes as she does. Mahaprabhu wanted to taste only these things as she does. So what did he want to give? Swabhakti Shriyam. Srimati Radhika is Swabhakti, the Hladini potency plus the Sambit potency. Here the word Shri means Manjari, like in Shriyam. It's the beauty of her Swabhakti, or the radiance of her Swabhakti, like that. So that Shriyam is referring to the Manjaris. So Rup Manjari, like there's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. How does it go? Oh God, my brain's not working right now, but Palav Pushpapata. Krishna Kalpa, something like something Kalpalata. Anyways, it says that Srimati Radhika is like a Kalpalata, a desire vine, which grows up the wish-fulfilling tree of Krishna. Anyways, and the manjaris and sakis are like the buds and flowers and leaves of that creeper. So the creeper becomes even more beautiful with all the manjaris and sakis like that. And so in that way, Shriyam is referring to the beauty of her own bhakti, just like the just like that verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That was a bad explanation, but anyhow. Okay, so Rup Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, Lavang Manjari, Vinod Manjari, Kamala Manjari, Nayana Manjari, and all other Manjaris are the Shri of Srimati Radhika. In Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been stated that Srimati Radhika is the root creeper, and all the gopis are the flowers, leaves, and buds. If I just get the first word, I know the verses. Anyways, when the wind blows, all of the buds and leaves will quiver. So if Krishna and Radhika meet, and Radhika is in a very pleasing mood, then all of the leaves and buds are also pleased. If Krishna draws any pictures on her face or anywhere else on her, all the manjaris will have those same designs on them. This is Bhakti Shriyam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Prabhupada, and Swamiji all came solely to give this, Swa Bhakti Shriyam, or Manjari Bhav. But they all had to first prepare the soil by endeavoring to remove all of the weeds, which are very harmful to that creeper. I have heard that Prabhupada said he has come to this world solely to give Radha Dasya. But to accomplish this, he had to do so much that his whole life was spent only in the preparatory work of cutting away the jungle, because at that time there was only Mayavad philosophy here. Similarly, when Swamiji went to the Western countries, he faced much opposition from Christians. Many acharyas went there, but their endeavors were not fruitful, and Prabhupada was not satisfied. But since Swamiji went, hundreds of thousands of editions of Srimad Bhagavatam have been published and distributed around the entire world. In a very short time, he accomplished all of this. But he really wanted to give Manjari Bhav. So we shouldn't be satisfied merely with what we received from him at that time. I feel that if he were present here today, he would be instructing us on Raganuga Bhakti. He is omnipotent, and he will inspire everything in our hearts as the Chaita Guru. He is not far away from us. We should know that Gurudev is always with us. We should try to enter into the realm of this Raganuga Bhakti, but we should not imitate. If we imitate, all will be ruined. So we must be careful not to behave as the Sahajas do concerning Raganuga Bhakti. And that's why Śrīla Prabhupada, at that time, it wasn't appropriate to be speaking about all these high things and like that, even though he gave him in his books, he left it all there so that, so Śrīla Prabhupada's books are for everybody at every stage, even at the topmost levels of, Śrīla Prabhupada's books are equally relevant to everybody. But he couldn't, in his Harikatha and like that, he couldn't emphasize so much this Raganuga Bhakti, even though it's not like he didn't give it, but he couldn't emphasize it as much because it would have been inappropriate. Then everybody would become, if he would have given it prematurely, then devotees would try to imitate. And like my Gurudev is saying here, if we imitate, all will be ruined. So we must be careful not to behave as the Sahajas do concerning Raganuga Bhakti. And Sri Vilap Kusmanjali, Raghunath Das Goswami has prayed for the same bhakti that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has prayed for in Sankalpa Kalpadruma. But we shouldn't try to go at once into the ocean of Govinda Lilamrita, otherwise we'll be doomed. By thoughtfully executing Vaidhi Bhakti, we will slowly but steadily enter into the realm of Raganuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti is the ultimate goal, but we should approach it very carefully by following the ordinary principles that Prabhupada and Swamiji have taught. Just before Swamiji departed this world, he begged my forgiveness for anything he may have said or written in the course of his preaching that may have offended me. And we can find, like my Gurudev would often talk about this last conversation that he had with Srila Prabhupada right before he entered Nitya Lila. And he'd tell all the details. And then, like in the past couple years, I think it was, um, we were able to obtain that darshan. And it's exactly as my Gurudev said it. You can even hear it. You can hear the recording of it, and you can see a translation of it. Um, and it's exactly what my Gurudev would say. For the same reason, he also asked me to beg forgiveness from his godbrothers on his behalf. He said that he brought many new devotees to the Gaudiya line from Western countries. He said that since he was unable to give them everything in the short time he was present here, he wanted me to give them further instruction on bhakti and to always help them in any way I could. He asked me to perform the ceremony to place him into samadhi. I know that Srila A.C. Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Maharaj was no ordinary devotee because, if he was, he would not have been able to preach all around the world the way he did in such a short period of time. I consider him my Shiksha Guru, and he always lives in the temple of my heart because I had such an intimate friendship with him. I think that he is always present here with us, and I pray to him that he will bestow mercy upon us so that we will all enter into Raganuga Bhakti and Prem Bhakti in this very lifetime. Okay, so this is the prayer that we make to Srila Prabhupada on this day. My Gurudev's praying. He will bestow mercy upon us so that we will all enter into Raganuga Bhakti and Prem Bhakti in this very lifetime. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda ki jai. Yeah, always when my Srila Gurudev would glorify Srila Prabhupada, he would always emphasize, what is it that Srila Prabhupada was giving? You know, just that he was able to make the whole world Krishna conscious, and like he was able to make temple centers in every part of the world, and how he was able to empower thousands of young people to do the disciples of Srila Prabhupada did things that are unthinkable. Like people could never do that like people don't have that kind of dedication nowadays. Like just do the impossible. There's no such thing as impossible. Everybody's ready to just give their lives in any way for Srila Prabhupada. And so these are all like very wonderful glories, but of Srila Prabhupada, of course. But really the top, like the thing that we should really reflect on is what is it actually that Srila Prabhupada was giving? Like, what is the depth of what he was giving? And so that's always what my Gurudev would focus on in his glorifications. That he was, and there's books on it, even Gauravani Pracharine, and books like that, showing what is the topmost thing that Srila Prabhupada is actually giving us. So I guess there's still 20 minutes, and we're going to be we're going to start a program early here in Gopinath Bhavan. So maybe I'll end it here. We should sing something for Srila Prabhupada though. Maybe let's sing Jaya Nila Premadhana. I think that we can do that, and then we can end. And also, yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Let me just open up the songbook. Okay. Jaya Anila Premadhana. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, today our program is just very simple. Normally I'd like to prepare something much nicer, but I just, I mean, I shouldn't say much nicer because it's reading the Harikata my kurute. That's, but I mean, I usually I try to find a bunch of things and put it together and like that. But this Gaudiya Kirtan app thing, they're about to remove it from the Google Play Store, and I'm just like, yeah, that's my, I'm still like, yeah, really crazy. Okay, sorry, I can't even talk properly. Let's open up Jaya Nila Premadhana. Oh. Mhm. Okay. Jaya Nila Premadhana Karuna Prachur Jaya Nila Premadhana Karuna Prachur Jaya Nila Premdhana Karuna Prachur Jaya Nila Premdhana Karuna Prachur Heno Prabhu Gela Acharya Thakur Heno Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Kahan Mor Swarup Rupa Kahan Sanatan Kahan Mor Swarup Rupa Kahan Sanatan Kahan Dasa Raghunatha Patita Pavan Kahan Dasa Raghunatha Patita Pavan Kahan Mor Bhatta Juga Kahan Kaviraj Kahan Mor Bhatta Juga Kahan Kaviraj Eka Kale Kota Gela Gora Nataraj Eka Kale Kota Gela Gora Nataraj Pashane Kutibo Mata Anale Poshibo Pashane Kutibo Mata Anale Poshibo Gauranga Go se sanga na paya kande nara damadas. Se sanga na paya kande nara damadas. Jaya nila predhana karuna prachur. Jaya nila predhana karuna prachur. Heno Prabhu kotha gela acharya Thakur. Heno Prabhu kotha gela acharya Thakur. Oh, heno Prabhu kotha gela Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda Thakur. Heno Prabhu kotha gela Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. Jaya Swapashara Jai Gora Hare. Swapashara Jai Gora Hare. Jaya Swapashara Śrīla Prabhupada. Swapashara Śrīla Prabhupada. Jaya Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda. Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda. Jaya Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda. Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Gurudeva, 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 Jai Gurudeva, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, oh Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Tiruba Tipi ki jai. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining. Our program here in Gopinath Bhavan for Srila Prabhupada will be starting very soon. So I'll end this here. Of course, this was not enough time to be able to glorify Srila Prabhupada, but there are going to be glorifications going on all day today, and I think they'll all be live streamed also. So if anybody wants to follow the program happening here in Gopinath Bhavan, I mean, on every part of the world and every city in the world, there's festivals going on this day. But our program, wonderful, yeah. Today is probably one of the most celebrated days throughout the world, I mean, for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, isn't it?
Thank you, Prabhu. That was so wonderful.
Thank you, Archana Mataji.
Oh, thank you, Prabhu.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
Hari Prabhu, yes, what were you about to say?
No, I was just thankful for your program and reading such a wonderful article that I read so many times, but Gurudev comes to mind, and yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, in this program I don't have enough time for you to make
I
your
understand.
offering to your Srila Prabhupada, but I'm sure they're in Hawaii though. You'll be.
Yeah, for us it's tomorrow.
Oh, for you it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's celebrated tomorrow. And somehow or other felt like this in the calendar. But anyhow, we will go to the program, and it's just one of the temples that Prabhupada mentioned early on. He was so proud of, he had Hawaii and Honolulu temples all over the place.
And Kusha Mataji will be there also, right? She's.
I think so. Unless is Kusha gonna be here?
She's in Alatra.
Oh, she's either in Alatra or already in India, in Vrindavan. That's her dearest most spot, like us. But she was planning to be in India. So
Hurricanes.
I'm really hoping sometime in because we read all of Srila Prabhupada's Srimad Bhagavatam purports, and then we read Chaitanya Bhagavat, which is like the preamble to Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is, Chaitanya Charitamrita comes after that. And so now, and in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, really Srila Prabhupada gave everything fully and very clearly also. Like there's he gave it couldn't be more clear. Like our ultimate goal in this Raghunuga Bhakti. And so right now I do want to first, because we started this Bhakti Vinod Giti Dhara program, we're going through all the songs of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So I would like to finish that first, but then what I really want to do is, like, we can go through Chaitanya Charitamrita and read all of Srila Prabhupada's purports there. And then also I want to go through the many different biographies of Srila Prabhupada written by there's so many, and they're all just so exciting. Like, just they're
Yes.
and so I really those are two things I really want to do.
I agree.
after-
I agree. Prabhu has the Hare Krishna Explosion, which is like really inspirational book, and it's kind
Hare
of really
Krishna
depicts very well the beginnings of this, ISKCON or Prabhupada's, creation.
I think maybe what we'd have to do, because it's just like an overwhelming amount to read.
Yeah.
So and we also want to read Srila Prabhupada's own words. So I think maybe what I'll do once we finish this Bhaktivinoda Gita Dhara program, we could do like in the morning time we can do Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then in the evening time I'll try to find out what time that works for everybody. Then we could read biographies, and so it'd be I really like that. Going to his direct words and then hearing a glorification of him, and then his direct words, a glorification of him, and then
Yeah,
I think it's like
very
a good
good.
combination to.
Yes.
So. Okay.
Thank you, Madhukar. I love the way you organize things like that. Like you said,
I'm so grateful that
here.
you're always giving your encouragement and joining these programs. I feel really blessed that you and Pavatarani Mataji are in all these programs. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to end now because the program is just about to start in Gopinath Bhavan, and I need to be down there for a time.
We'd love to go.
I'll just do a very short Jai Dwani, and then see you all tomorrow. So Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Jai Shri Gornitai Ki Jai, Shri Krishna Balaram Ki Jai, Shri Radha Shama Sundar Ki Jai, Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Srila Param Guru, Jai Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupāda Ki Jai, to the Ashubha Tirubha Titi Ki Jai. His Viraha Mahotsav celebrated around all over the world, and everybody participating in this Viraha Mahotsav for Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. All the disciples of all the godbrothers of Śrīla Prabhupada, all the disciples of Śrīla Prabhupada, and all the disciples of the disciples, all the followers of Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Our whole entire Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Jai Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Kartik Vrat Niyam Seva Ki Jai. Urja Vrat Ki Jai. Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Vishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radha Thakurani Ki Jai. All the transcendental writings of Śrīla Prabhupada, all the transcendental books of Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtana Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavasacha Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpaturubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams. Oh, and in the Jai Dwani, I think I forgot. My Śrīla Prabhupada's very, very, very dear, intimate friends and sannyas guru Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sorry, I think I forgot my Param Gurudev. So, all right, thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Dandavat Pranams, Niri Hari Prabhu and Pavatarani Mataji, Archana Mataji, Yugal Kishore Kishori Didi, Gokuleshwari Didi, Patit Pavani Didi, Ganga Mataji and Indira Mataji, and I see a few other devotees there. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. But thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. If anybody wants to follow the program going on here in Gopinath Bhavan, it will be streamed. I think you could probably just go to Sudevi Didi's page, and there'll be many Prabhupada disciples glorifying Śrīla Prabhupada, Vrindavan Vilasani Mataji, and so many others. So if anybody wants to join that, just go to Sudevi Didi's page on Facebook.